So everybody's talking about complicated businesses, but you could just build a website and that's your business. Look, I'm gonna show you the 7 best ways to make money with a website. It takes a few minutes to set up, and no, you don't have to be some tech genius or whatever. You can build them without coding skills, without computer skills. You could probably build these if you're blind too. By the way, if you're blind, I'm super muscular and I have perfect vision. All right, number 1 is ads. You know, those annoying distractions when you're actually trying to read something. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This sucks. Like, yes, if you have a million people visiting your website every day, like a newspaper, ads can be good to run on your website. You can just sign up for a program, put some code on your site, and they will run ads for you. Some do this, they run a business, a site with ads, and it works. But I think it's awful, because there's a reason newspapers are trying to sell you a premium subscription. They pledge, please pay monthly to read our newspaper ad-free. Because the reality is they don't make any money from ads. You have to post so much, get lots of views, and it's just really hard to make it work. So no, I'm gonna give ads on your site a 4 out of 10 score. There are so many better things you can do with a website. The only time it's good is when ads pay a premium, like maybe if you run a fitness company and you run a blog about that and you land a deal with some supplement company, I don't know. In most cases, skip this crap. Next up is affiliate marketing. Now, I'm not gonna complain all day, but I have some things I'm upset about still. So look, affiliate marketing is pretty simple. Companies over here have things they want to sell to customers over here. Your job is to bring the customers to buy their product, and every time that you do so, you get a small commission. Or a big commission, what do I know? One of the largest affiliate marketing industries that nobody talks about is actually aviation and flights. When you use a site like Skyscanner, they take a commission from the travel companies and the airlines for just sending you over to that site. But nobody complains because it's a really useful site to find your flights. So affiliate marketing can be really, really good. I do it all the time too. If I use something on the channel and I talk about it over here, I might find a discount for you and get a commission for me. If you decide to use it, it's a win-win situation. The problem is affiliate marketing is kind of difficult. You usually need a very large audience or a very popular website, kind of like with ads where it's a numbers game. It's also quite unstable because if your page views drop, you pretty much lose all of your revenue right away, which is scary. So I think affiliate marketing can be a good thing if you're running it on the side on a website that you're already, running, but I don't think it should be the main thing when you're starting in 2026. That's why I'll give it a 6 out of 10 score. Now next up is gonna be e-commerce, and I promise you I'm not gonna pitch my dropshipping course, but e-commerce is actually legit. Selling products online, letting people buy with a click and basically accessing a very large market, it's perfect if you are selling products. That's why e-commerce works. The problem is nowadays a lot of people think about gurus and false promises, and they're thinking about selling stickers from China, and that's why they think it's a waste of time. When in reality, e-com is a huge opportunity. People build serious actual brands, they invent new products, they start actual businesses. Again, not just flipping sneakers from China and selling them at a higher price. But starting a business can feel very overwhelming, so I partnered up with Hostinger. With Hostinger, you can build websites quickly using AI and drag and drop features. You don't need to be a developer or know how to code, and basically just open their AI website builder and give it a try for yourself. Start by describing your vision and the site that you want to create. Like, I want to create a clothing store, which would be a horrible idea because I don't know fashion. But I'll type it in and AI will generate a customized website like an e-commerce store for me in literally seconds. You can then customize the website as much as you want, again using simple drag and drop features. You can publish the site and be up and running within just a few minutes. And business doesn't have to be complicated, like making a website should be very easy. And that's why, like Hostinger, I can build a site fast while others grind for 10 hours and my site still looks better. Now you can build an e-commerce store, you can build a portfolio, you can build a business front, a blog, landing pages, whatever you need. They're super, super flexible. Plus, they offer a special deal on their 48-month business plan at just $2.99 a month with an 84% discount. And that includes up to 50 websites, AI features, e-commerce, and more. And the 48-month plan is a great option because you save a ton, you get 2 to 3 months for free, and you also get a free domain as well. And you get 10% more off for using the code LearnWithLucas, that's me by the way. Now here is the next website. So next up is gonna be marketplaces. Now, one of the best ways to build a business using a website without necessarily creating too many things yourself is to build the market. Build the actual marketplace. For example, LinkedIn. What are they actually doing? Well, They're the marketplace between job seekers here and companies here. YouTube is kind of like the marketplace connecting creators and viewers. They don't create their own content. So you don't need to create something huge like that. Obviously, you're not going to make YouTube, but there are always these small niche opportunities for businesses. For example, I found out there's a site called YT Jobs, and basically what they do is they figured out, okay, YouTube seems to be growing. Maybe we could build a business here connecting the creators where they can find talent, and people would basically, with YouTube skills, come to the site and creators come to find their skills and talent. Then they of course take a small cut of all the transactions or whatever their business model is. So if you can find a niche, obviously maybe like car sales is too late and too broad, but there's still a lot of opportunities to create marketplaces on the internet. So be creative and think, where is there a gap between buyers and sellers where they should be connected, and that becomes your business. 8 out of 10 for me. The next up is going to be a forum or a community. And to be honest, forums aren't the most profitable thing, especially since you'll be competing with a subreddit, but communities are kind of like the modern version of the forum, and they're very, very good. It's an opportunity for like-minded people to connect and share ideas, but most online communities aren't that high quality. They're filled with spam, bots, they might be hard to find, and they're not very community-like. So if you can build a real group of people who actually want to talk to each other and be with each other, that could become a business. You can then charge a monthly fee, or you can charge for a more secluded community as well. You can start charging for coaching or helping some of your members. There's so many different ways to monetize a community. And we're already seeing lots of people start with things like Skool and other community builders, but they're quite expensive and you don't necessarily need them. You can build a community on your own website as well and just integrate it and make it a little bit easier. The big warning that I want to say here is a community is very hands-on. Don't start a community you hate because you're going to be stuck with it forever. 7 out of 10. Number 6 is going to be consulting. Now, everybody's talking about complicated businesses and building all that stuff, but the easiest way to, get started is to just solve people's problems. You might help entrepreneurs get more clients, or you might design something, or just hands-on work to solve a real problem. By learning a skill like marketing, sales, design, there's so many things, and then selling your time for money. Now, you do need a way for people to find you and trust you if you're going to be doing consulting, so it's very important that you have a nice portfolio/website. It doesn't have to be complicated, and it shouldn't be, but it should contain some basic information about what you do, who you are, how to get in touch with you, and ideally some of your testimonials or your own previous work. And if you're thinking, Lucas, I don't have any previous experience or previous work, that's completely fine. First of all, you can frame a lot of different experiences as previous work experience, and you can always do 1 or 2 things for free in the beginning, just to test your skills and get some valuable experience that you can then show to future companies. Consulting is definitely underrated, but you do need to be seen, so you do need a website. And next up is a paid newsletter. Now, lots of people are running newsletters, including myself, though mine is free. And with a newsletter, you can write about something that you're passionate about, send that email to people and make some money, either by charging a subscription, promoting products, or getting some sponsors. There are endless opportunities as long as you have an active newsletter. It's also pretty simple to do, like my own newsletter has no fancy design, it's literally just text. But of course, you need people on your email list to actually send emails, and that's the part everybody skips. You'll build a page where people can subscribe by giving you their email. This is actually a great combination with all the other websites that we talked about. If you're running a consulting business, you might collect their contacts. If you're running a forum, a community, or a store, you can build an email list so you can reach out to people again. That's why I think all these ways are not exclusive, but they work very well together. And you would probably like this video too. Click it. I trust the YouTube algorithm. You should trust it too. It's right there.